Hey guys, what do you think is the most annoying musical instrument?
Probably something like bagpipes.
Oh, what about the
You son of a
what about
bitch.
the recorder that all the kids have
Yes.
in school? That's
Thank
got to be
you.
top. That's number one.
Yes.
Okay, one recorder, not bad. An orchestra of recorders.
Well, have you ever seen a recorder by itself?
Run.
There's a whole group, a whole mob coming.
Fourth graders that follow me.
I think that blows the bagpipe out of the water.
Yeah.
Why don't they do like how they do like now 18, like the now? They should have them all like on recorders or kid bops on recorders.
AI can do that for you.
Tell us more about this AI.
I mean, where do you want to start?
Recorders. So
I'm gonna send you guys some recordings with recorders later.
Your own. You've been waiting for this moment.
This is
Your
actually
recorder mixtape.
This is why I'm here.
What do you guys think?
the official
40
drop.
minutes of recorders.
sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds really good.
All right, pause for the music, please.
So, all right, guys, let's get after it.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's fridge brick time.
Welcome to another episode.
On today's episode, we have Nate Vomhof here. I said it right?
Yeah, you got it right.
All right.
Welcome.
AKA Johnny Cage.
For anyone that doesn't know who he is, he's Mr. Drone Guy. I don't know if people officially call you that, but
Yeah.
look for his work around the Milwaukee
I
area.
get Drone Nate a lot.
Drone Nate.
Drone Nate. Yeah.
What about Nate Drone?
Not quite. I mean,
Not as cool.
That's
ring.
like Nate Dog, but
Yeah,
Nate Drone.
not quite the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we
Drone
won't
Nate
call him
it is.
that.
Yeah, but thank you guys for having me today.
Yeah, thanks for making the trek here. Did you
Yeah.
did you fly here?
Yeah, I flew here.
How many drones did it take?
Yeah.
It was actually Red Bull. It gave me wings.
Whoa, I like what you
right.
did there.
Yeah.
All right.
Insert product placement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished that already.
Your first one, right?
First one, yeah.
He's floating off the chair. If you,
We have him strapped down. Yeah.
my wings are flapping back here.
It's like angels in the outfield when we start seeing him fly. One of us is going to start flapping our wings like
no, we need
this.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, right? That's him.
Yeah, that is him. That is like his first big role.
He's all growing up now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we couldn't get Brutus here.
I could have brought him.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get Brutus here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have brought him.
He'll come,
Sorry.
he'll come next time.
For sure.
The sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be actually him and Burl probably sitting on that.
I think so.
On the
There you go.
couch.
Probably just fighting over there, knocking over the cameras.
They would do that. One of the Wild Boys.
no
We'll put GoPros, drones on them.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
So speaking of drones, like we already said, we know you as the amazing drone guy in Milwaukee, Drone Nate.
Yeah.
So we're assuming you know a lot about flight,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is right.
Take flight.
More than a penguin.
Yeah. More
Or
than a penguin.
chickens,
Or chickens, yeah. Or turkeys.
Ostrich.
Can ostriches fly?
Maybe like short distances.
Okay.
So then I'm assuming an emu can't either.
I mean, yeah. Maybe.
That's because they got those big old eggs. And
Yeah, I can fly a little bit
they
too.
got a big old egg in that ostrich.
So
They're long necked. Just
they're like a helicopter.
Yeah.
they're like a drone and a gimbal in one.
yeah.
Sorry, I got a little off track.
They should just show a bunch of helicopters, like either videos or helicopters to ostriches, to see if they eventually try to evolve and.
Yeah. They don't actually need their wings. They just start.
But they wouldn't be able to
with
see
the
where
head.
they're going.
What if it's
No.
that they actually need to actually put their necks together, like curl it up like this, and if
And
they
they
get
just
like
start
a group
flapping
of 8 of them, it's like one of those octocopter, like octo drones.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen
that
those
there's,
giant
like-
ones?
Yeah, and then it's just, they're able to fly,
That'd be insane.
and it's like in a cyclone, and they're dropping eggs on people. Like
Sounds like something out of Mario Kart.
All right, going along with flight,
Yep.
we have a list of questions for you, like we like to do.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. So let's get after it.
All right. Deal.
So, do you know how far the first flight was by the Wright brothers?
I feel like it's got to be like 347 feet.
Anyone else want to take a stab at it? It's like the Price is Right. I'm gonna say
1.2 miles.
Troy, the first flight ever on one of those cardboard-looking planes
Yes.
was
Yeah.
okay.
That's my goal.
But I was gonna go like
That's what I'm
Price
going
is
with.
Right and say 346.
Ooh.
Well, Cole's the closest.
Damn. Okay.
It was 345. I'm just kidding. It was 120 feet.
Oh,
Troy, you were
it?
you weren't even in the realm,
I
Troy.
feel like long jumpers can jump farther than that.
I feel like ostriches can fly faster or fly further.
Did you guys ever see pictures of that plane? It looks like a science fair project.
I mean, did you guys go to the Red Bull thing where they had to like launch?
Yeah, it looks
things
like
off?
that.
Yeah, those things go further than that.
Really?
Yeah.
But they jump off 100-foot
Yeah, that's fair.
into water. They did it off flat ground.
I didn't know
What
that.
was their propellant?
I
Was it
don't know.
motorized?
Red Bull.
They're just running out there pushing this thing.
Cocaine.
Well, didn't they buy it? Didn't they use like the bike chain or
Oh,
something?
that is
Like
right,
it was a
yeah.
bike and it kind of was like cardboard hooked to
Okay.
it. It's like those things you build in like 5th grade. Dad, look at me, and you have like cardboard like
like-
Amazon box on your head, and
After the first flight, did it just like crash and they had to rebuild it, or?
so they died.
Because I can't imagine the landing features were great on this plane.
Right, but a good thing it was only 12 seconds.
They were the wrong
They didn't have
brothers.
long to think of it.
So I think that was over in China. They had the Wong brothers.
The Wong brothers, yeah.
Yeah, America got, yeah.
What is the Wright brothers? They had the Wong brothers.
North Carolina, right?
Kitty Hawk. Yeah.
You do know your flight.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Dude.
job.
There was a drone app called
A+.
Kitty Hawk.
How ironic.
Yeah.
Wright brothers are from North Carolina. And do you know who also
I
talked
do,
about
I do.
like raise
Oh,
up?
raise up.
Petey Pablo.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. Petey Pablo, how ironic. Raise up. Do you think he was talking about the Wright brothers?
Yeah.
Heavily inspired by the Wright
No,
brothers.
he was talking about the Wong brothers.
No, I think the Ying Yang
The
twins were.
Timo edition. The Timo edition.
Yin Yang twins, come on.
So, all right. Enough of the Wright or Wong brothers. All right. Next question.
As opposed to all
just-
Wong.
I'm just trying to like look at you, but like you're nice and fogged up.
I know, I can't see shit.
These things were a bad idea.
These goggles are not a good idea.
Is this what the Wright brothers saw? It was all foggy. They're like, we could have flew further, but we ran into a tree.
12 seconds later.
Windshield wipers.
Yeah, I even hawked to it on these things, and they're still fogging.
Right after flight was invented, the squeegee was invented.
Rain-X.
Yeah. So I'm trying to read off this list the best as possible.
They're advertising what to see for to go further.
All right. Anyway, next question.
Yeah.
The average airliner plane, do you know the lifespan?
Ooh, I feel like it's kind of long. Probably unnecessarily long. And that's why we're having issues with airplanes.
Oh, want to know something sad? It's longer than a dog.
Ah, damn. So it's probably like 18 years.
Wait, in human years or dog years?
I was just going to say that, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
I'm
It's
going
gotta
to
be-
say 34 years.
Ooh.
Colt?
If you say $1.
I'm gonna actually talk about 35 years.
It's
Wait, didn't Akes?
Yeah,
Sorry, I missed
18, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's-
it says.
these guys must have looked at the sheet. It's 30 to 35 years.
Damn.
Oh, I didn't see his name.
said
I mean, I would have looked at the
said
sheet, but I
1.2
can't
miles.
see shit.
But they're actually still flying the first flight plane. That's how people are getting
Like the
dog
Wright
years.
brothers plane?
Yeah, the Wright brothers plane.
Sponsored by Boeing.
They just put a couple extra seats in there,
Yeah, they just add
And they still double booked them. A few extra pedals.
flight attendant doesn't even fit on board.
Yeah,
It's time
sorry,
for your
Troy.
cookie. Damn, that's a long time.
It actually depends how much duct tape you have in your budget is how long they
That's
last.
fair, and super glue.
Have you seen those pictures online or videos of people like busting out the duct tape and like taping the wing?
But
Well,
that's
yeah.
like,
Aluminum tape. I just seen a thing yesterday
Yeah.
about it. It's like some super high temperature, like flexibility
Yep.
aluminum
Okay.
tape. that
Well,
they
at
put-
least they can put it in like a cool dispenser to make it look like it's something
Yeah.
a lot more high tech. So I'm not panicking when I'm seeing.
Yeah, they
that.
showed the video of the lady. She's like filming out the window right next to the wing, and the tape's kind of just like on there and
Flapping around.
and then they had some guy go on there and explain it.
yeah, that it's not like legit, like,
Duct tape.
Yeah.
It's not.
You've got all these passengers
It's
just
not. It's not Gorilla Tape or what's that? Flex Seal. Just slap
Seal,
that
yeah.
shit on there.
But you said they came out and said that.
Well,
Do you believe them?
Absolutely.
well, it was on the internet.
It has to be right.
So yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well,
Fact
that's what
check
Lincoln said,
and-
right?
Yeah.
And that was Lincoln
Yep.
said. Yeah.
All according to the internet. So, okay.
All right.
Next flight question. Do you know where most accidents occur during flight? Or when, I should say. Or most issues.
The Mile High Club.
No, most
I like what you did there.
most issues gotta happen right away. Because like, have you ever been like waiting for a Frontier?
Oh, it takes forever. Sometimes
it takes
you're sitting
forever
on
because it's already the plane's already broken.
So are you technically yeah, they need duct tape.
They need the tape. Special order.
It's aluminum tape. The internet said it.
So are you saying pre-flight?
Pre-flight.
Pre-flight.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you ever see Final Destination?
So you're saying mid-flight.
Well, beginning, like the first. Well, they say
I
that
say landing.
Yeah.
I want to say go landing. I'm
So-
going Troy.
He's really scared about
right.
9/11.
Google led me to just this
mid-flight.
though. It's actually takeoff and / landing. Like
Oh.
they wouldn't say it. It's
Too
I gotta try to
special.
read this through the fog. 80% of crashes are in the first 3 minutes of takeoff or in the last 8 minutes to landing.
Damn.
So it's almost like car accidents. Most happen like within 10
3
miles.
blocks.
Or,
Or
Yeah.
within 3
Oh,
blocks of your
yeah.
house or 6 blocks of your house or whatever. Yeah.
Know what I thought of just now is when you're driving your car, like on the highway, and that's pretty much mid-flight. Mm-hmm. If you have a problem while driving, what do?
Pull over.
You pull over and you park and you call for help.
Yep.
If you're mid-flight and say,
You pull over. Yeah.
So now
Oh, this mountainside looks good.
Mid-flight though, like if you're like gonna crash it, you'd be at the end of the flight still if you crashed it. Right?
Oh,
well, within 8
This is
minutes.
true.
Yeah,
You got to
okay.
be within that 8 minutes.
Oh,
step.
You
yeah.
just happen to land it anywhere other than
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
You got 8
It's
minutes
just
to crash
you're
it
just
to
not
meet the
landing.
stat.
Well, actually, we're landing now, so
Ladies and gentlemen, we found a new landing strip. You are now landing in
the Pacific
middle.
Ocean.
Yeah.
The middle of the Rocky Mountains.
Okay.
So, all right.
That's why flightless birds exist.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They don't want to worry about taking off and landing.
All right, next one.
Yeah, these are a bad idea.
This is one for Troy and Colt.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. Did you know that most pilots are not allowed to have beards? It interferes with the oxygen mask.
False?
And I think it interferes with the goggles. I can see why they're not allowed.
So that one was just more out there. I came across that.
Well, we appeal.
Santa Claus can still fly with the beard though.
Ooh,
Yeah.
take that.
And he don't even
Stats.
take an oxygen
Yeah.
mask.
He's-
Looks like there's gonna be more sleighs now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You said
Slaying of the
slays,
FFA.
right?
Yeah, we're gonna slay the FFA. FAA. FFA. FAA is an
FFA is the future farmers.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah, I don't want to slay them. yeah, sorry,
Beef.
FFA.
They'll get their
Beef
bees.
is what's for dinner.
They'll get their bees on you.
I don't feel like getting stung.
Assholes.
All right. We're going to switch gears a little bit.
Oh boy.
This is
Dun,
more
dun,
aimed
dun.
at opinion.
Okay. I have some of those.
They're like assholes. Everybody's got one. All right.
Some countries
So-
have two.
Worms.
Yeah.
Australians.
Hey, Australia is awesome.
All right.
So we heard.
Yeah.
Nate,
Yeah.
how long do you think it will be until penguins learn how to fly?
Ooh. I'm gonna give it, if they've got a solid instructor, probably another like 3 years.
Ooh.
Like Michael Phelps.
Kind of like Michael Phelps, yeah.
Okay.
Well, they kind of fly underwater.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
But-
have you seen those like underwater things you can drive? Like those, I don't even know what they're called.
Submarines.
No, but like they're handheld. Like,
Oh, yeah.
underwater.
Yeah, I know what you're
Like
talking
a
about.
torpedo. Almost looks
Yeah,
like a
like
head
a-
of a torpedo thing.
torpedo.
Yeah,
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 kind of like the Yankees baseball team.
Yeah, torpedo bat.
Yeah.
You just hold it underwater.
I thought that was just. I thought that was just a. I thought that was just a Hollywood thing.
Oh no,
No, you
that's a real
can-
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I think we need. I'm adding one of those to my $1 million.
Oh, all right.
My lottery ticket winning.
Yeah.
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 So you're saying penguins, if they're instructed to, like, who would be instructing them? Like,
I mean,
humans would be coming down and showing them videos, or
what's that Happy Feet movie? That dancing penguin seems like the guy. to
So
do
we
it.
just got to
Pharrell
show them
Williams.
Yeah.
TikToks.
Yeah, TikToks. Yeah, it's kind of like the dancers. Just show them a few.
No, what I just remembered is, do you remember? It was like National Geographic or Discovery Channel where they did that awesome April Fool's video where they showed all those penguins flying and they said they found a new breed of penguins. And they used computer animation and showed all these penguins flying.
They probably just look like torpedoes in the sky.
Yeah.
Wait,
the artillery.
That was April Fool's.
That was fake.
Shit, no. Yeah, I knew that. I've been telling everyone that was a good one.
What's next, pigs?
I actually thought we were going to get close to penguins flying. Oh no, I should say they worked backwards in evolution when I saw the video of Pesto the penguin. Do you remember how big that motherfucker was?
No.
You ever see him?
No.
You remember
Yeah,
Pesto?
he was like a baby penguin that was
From
like
the Adam
size
Sandler
of-
movie?
It pretty much looked like
Happy
that as a
Gilmore?
baby.
Was that Happy Gilmore? No,
Yeah.
no, Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Oh yeah, that's it was weird. I was thinking Billy Madison, but I heard Happy Gilmore, and I thought it was the same.
But like it was this big ass penguin that went viral right when that hippo did. Modang.
Oh, yeah.
Here's to Modang.
Modang.
Oh, dang. Let's go.
But Pesto was this big ass emperor penguin. It was like as big as an adult one, but it was still like that gray fuzzy color. And it just went viral.
Did you guys know they're actually getting Modang to fly? Like they're working on it.
I believe that.
Do you know who's assigned to the project?
Your drone.
Mr. Beast.
No, the Wong brothers.
Didn't. How many drones do you think it would take to pick up Modang?
Well, how big is Modang
He
now?
doesn't seem very big. Probably like 2.
I feel like there's no such thing as a small hippo.
There's like a baby hippo though.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
the size of like a dog,
Yeah, it looked like the size of a dog.
with a bunch of baby oil on it.
Yeah, yeah.
a wet dog.
I think you could probably get it with probably one of the big DJI drones, like the cinematic ones.
Yeah, like the ones they use in
the
Hollywood set type things.
Inspire, yeah.
Oh yeah, those.
'Cause
Yeah.
those props are huge. I bet you could do it.
You think so?
I don't know. I showed you that Red Bull
Yeah,
video.
that's Hollywood, man.
Where they pulled that man off the boat on a wakeboard. So
Yeah.
I heard Hollywood also did the moon landing.
yeah,
Just saying, that's what I heard.
I heard that before too.
I heard it was an April Fool's joke that still goes on to this
You
day.
can see those penguins in the background. They were flying around the moon at the same time.
March of the Penguins. On the
Isn't
moon.
that's a movie, right?
It's a
March of the
movie,
Penguins.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole documentary. I didn't
Yep.
realize I was getting into that when I did. Yeah.
Dang. Well,
Dang.
on this, it's a funny guy over here. Mr. Drone Guy's got funny.
Johnny Cage has jokes.
He's got jokes.
Well, how scientific wise, how big do you think a penguin's wings would have to be to catch flight? Like, think about it. Like,
I don't think it's about the length. I think it's the
girth.
It's the girth,
the way
right?
that they the way that they can flap them. I don't feel like they're very like stiff. They need to be able to.
so if we taught
flap a
them
little
to
bit.
get them out to the side a little bit and like go really fast,
That's what I'm saying. You can teach that. That's a teachable skill.
they'd be like a helicopter. Like
Wait.
they'd be the first bird that could hover.
So
Yeah.
I can fly.
You can fly, yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Maybe that's what Joseph Gordon-Levitt was doing.
He saw penguins in the outfield.
And then he started to fly.
Would it be like those when you try to make a paper airplane, but you make them like those short, fat ones, and you throw it and it goes.
The penguins are right into the water, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna just keep flapping my wings." And
What
then
if
they-
that's what they've always been trying to do is fly like a Red Bull thing?
Yeah.
Like they've been trying to fly off that iceberg and then eaten by a whale.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
They're like, nah, scratch that.
We're good on land.
Billy didn't make it. Nah, I'm good here. On
Ah,
this
shit.
ice,
I'm
yeah.
just going to stand up here. Waddle.
Waddle ain't so bad.
and just shit and piss in the snow, so you guys can
Yeah.
see it when our whole group moves.
Stand over your egg.
Oh, speaking of eggs, the next question.
Oh.
It's another bird question, obviously.
Would you eat an ostrich egg or a penguin egg?
Oh, do you want to answer that?
No, I'm asking
talks
you
about
guys
eating-
that.
No, I think it's illegal to eat a penguin egg.
Is it?
Nah, I just made that up.
Oh,
I don't know.
I was gonna say one does not just find a
It don't
penguin
seem like
egg.
it'd be real
Sounds-
filling.
sounds-
Seem like they'd be pretty small.
Sounds believable.
But isn't it like an ostrich egg has like 500 times as much protein
yeah.
as a normal egg or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
I mean, look at them.
I mean, swole.
Your
need
neck
a-
gets
you-
longer.
You need a kettle to fry
It's a
one of
mini
those.
dinosaur, yeah.
You're not going to need any help getting your protein target.
It's like I'm gonna make a whole this egg bake calls from one ostrich egg.
Feed a whole family all week on an ostrich egg.
You got to be ready for your recorder concert.
Do you think like an ostrich egg, is it like, meat? The thicker the meat, it takes like, longer to smoke or cook. Do you think
Do you smoke your eggs?
Yeah, man.
You don't?
I'm talking to like a smoker.
I was thinking
So
like
was I.
I was thinking like this Rastafari guy.
You guys are like,
What are you talking about? So was I.
You need to wrap that in a towel. It's a bong, but at the bottom it's just like it's like hard boiling an egg or like whatever, like on those old spoons.
yeah, right.
Just toking that
Done
fucking
passing
egg.
it around, you break it apart and eat it.
Could you imagine doing
man.
what, when you had to like balance eggs on like a spoon?
Yeah.
Or, like, an ostrich egg.
Like this little ass cereal spoon or soup spoon. I think the only person that could probably do that is like John Cena. Like his fucking forearms. Dude, okay, John Cena. His hands bug the shit out of me.
Yeah, he's like reverse carny hands.
Yeah, it's like
like-
disproportionate. It's like really.
Why do you think he
fucked up.
hides behind him?
Someone
Well, you
should
can't
just
see him.
Yeah,
He moves
yeah.
he's like a penguin. He moves so fast. You just can't see him.
Where'd he go?
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway,
Speaking of eggs.
about eggs. Do you think birds ever lay eggs in mid-flight?
Ooh.
Have you ever played Angry Birds?
Wait, do they? Yeah,
They
do.
do,
This is true.
yeah.
Do they actually lay them in there?
Yeah.
They do?
You like launch the bird and you like bomb with the egg.
That's like asking us if we ever shit while swimming.
Do you?
You sound like you've done that before.
Yeah, you said that like confidently. Like, yeah, you guys do it.
No, I mean like you guys.
Why is everything about me?
Yeah, I've watched you swim before.
I was actually on the Olympic team, but then I kept shitting.
I was nervous. It was
What's in the
nerves.
pool?
It made me go faster though. I got lighter.
I was like an octopus. Spray the ink.
You made me ink.
Could you imagine that, like during, like you're in a, what are those called? A relay, right? A
Yeah.
swim relay.
Sure.
If you like shit in the pool and like let it out, be like, dude, shit in my lane. Like just try to blame it on the next
And
guy.
then your teammate has to go after you. It's just a turd float. Oh no.
Like, I'd bring a baby Ruth. It's like Jaws.
That'd be funny. As a fan, just toss in a Snickers.
I'm sure there's people that do that. You know how like at I hate to bring up the Seahawks, but the Seahawks like threw the Skittles for Marshawn Lynch.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like a swimmer, but they're all throwing like bite-sized like baby Ruths. Actually, what you just said, they should do that for the Browns. Is everyone just throws chocolate on the field? Just chocolate.
Chocolate. Yeah.
You know you're getting turds.
Or they wrap it up. You're like, you guys suck.
Could you imagine just holding on to shit the whole game until it's like time to fling it onto the field?
Now, do you bring it frozen or do you
That's a
do
good.
you let it thaw out?
It sounds like you've done this before.
No, I'm just
Or you at
thinking,
least
like,
thought
I'm
about it.
contemplating it. I mean, luckily the Packers have never been that bad.
in our lifetime.
That's fair.
Now, are you bringing your shit or like dog shit?
Probably dog shit.
And here we go. Our episode has gone to poop again.
Ding, ding, ding.
Is this a common thread?
Well, I think it is now.
Maybe.
Oh, 3 episodes in a row. That's pretty crazy.
Poop is funny though.
Yeah.
If you look up the hashtag poop, all our episodes fall into that.
All right. That's actually the leading hashtag.
You led us into that for this one, right? Right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, no one talked about shitting in swimming pools. Yeah, right. No one talked about baby Ruths or the Browns.
I mean, they go together.
No, yeah, birds shit in midair.
Yeah.
Planes don't empty their shitters though in midair, do they?
Yeah,
I think
they do.
I've heard that. Yeah. And then I've heard cruise ships do too.
I just saw a video.
Oh,
yeah,
so did I.
It's just like a whole funnel of like shit.
Yeah.
And buses do. Ask Dave Matthews.
Dave Matthews,
Not only do they have shitty music.
Chicago?
Yeah.
That was their.
I'm the tourist too.
What was it? Bridgegate? No.
On tourists, yeah.
Yeah, like we're on an architectural tour and then just Dave Matthews shit rains on you.
People were probably trying to pick that up.
Oh, yeah, they're
and
probably
try
trying to sell it later, yeah.
The big thing is people didn't know the difference between their music or that.
They dropped all these CDs on the road for us.
Is this normal in Chicago?
Sorry, Nate. Do you like Dave Matthews? It's okay if you
He's
do.
all right. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go pay to see him, but
All right, now that our podcast has hit an all-time low talking about Dave Matthews, we're going to take a break right there. All right, we're back from the break, and we made a nice goggle change so we can see what's going on without the fog. But Colt's got a little something.
Throwing bricks.
Let's go.
Down the hatch, one would say.
In flight.
Kobe.
Oh,
And the plane is crashed.
Right, brothers.
that can actually went further.
Wong brothers.
You wonged that shot. So, okay. Now that we got the bird questions out of the way, if you're afraid of birds, I'm sorry.
I actually have a friend that is.
Really?
Probably
Saw
saw
the movie
Yeah.
The Birds.
Like a
then.
phobia
Birds,
of birds?
actually, it's because of the movie Birds. I've never watched it, but
Or are you scared that they're going to lay eggs in midair?
yeah, like just like Angry Birds.
Big old ostrich egg.
Dropping bombs.
I think the only bird issue I've ever had is once on the beach, I had a seagull shit on my shoulder.
That's embarrassing.
I had one at Florida too.
What if it's the same bird?
That sounds
It
like
probably was.
that sounds like a Florida thing.
I was at Daytona. We were at Daytona Speedway and walking around the concourse and
Seagull?
right on the fucking top of my hat, man.
Do you guys know that seagulls migrate
That's bullshit.
from landfill to landfill?
I didn't know where you were going. Did you make that up?
I was like, do you
Yeah,
know how
I
many
actually
times seagulls chase my drone
fucking
around
sick.
downtown? Like, no.
Fucking sky rats.
What, yeah, I was just going to say
Actually,
the rats of the sky, right?
Have you ever seen a baby seagull?
No.
Yeah, the little gray things.
Oh, you're supposed to say no.
Oh, okay, no.
Have you ever seen a baby? You have. You ruined it.
Why?
I heard they were just a government like
Drones.
conspiracy.
Yeah,
Drones,
that's actually true.
what is that COVID that they just got all of them and changed the batteries?
Yeah, they changed the batteries. Yeah, everyone was stuck inside. That's why they had everybody go inside.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
birds.
Actually, I have a buddy that does commercial real estate, and there's a Buffalo Wild Wings on Water Street, and he was like trying to sell the building or something, and the roof had, I guess, a bunch of like
Was on
bones.
fire.
No, it had a bunch of bones from all the seagulls that were just eating the. There was a Buffalo Wild Wings downstairs, so all the bones.
They ate the extra hot
There's like
wings.
certain styles of roof, I guess. Like they've got the ones with the rocks on top, and they're like, "This is like whatever that roof is called." They're like, "This is that kind of roof." And he's like, "No, it's not." But it was all the bones from
Them
fucking-
plucking out of the
plucking out of the
trash.
trash and like dropping it on the building. Yeah. So
Oh, shit.
They-
It's just
but
like-
that's why they're squawking around. They're shitting those bones up.
yeah. And they're just, my buddy went up there walking around, and I was like, I bet everything was just dry and crusty, and you just stepped on things, and it's just dust. And he's like, yeah, it was gross.
It'd be kind of cool at the same time, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Just fossilized
Yeah.
chicken bones.
I remember always being like on vacation and seeing those like crayfish.
Yeah.
Right, that they would shit them out,
Oh.
like the seagull shit. But that's exactly goes to your point when they like if they're in midair, you can be like, you see the crayfish chunks drop.
Lakeshore State Park, I'll be walking around in the summer, you'll see little claws. And I was like, are there crabs or something like in Milwaukee?
Then you could hear above you.
Yeah. There's just little claws everywhere. And I was like, I don't know what these things are, but they're like little crab claws and they're everywhere.
And then you're sitting there playing with them, and
Yeah,
like, oh,
just
look at these, and then you realize
It's
they're
seagull shit.
Tiny hands, tiny hands.
And your parents are watching you do that. And they're just shaking their head.
Like, oh no.
You
What
wash
did
your
we get
hands,
into?
young man. So, all right. Speaking of growing up with you,
Yeah.
let's get after it a little bit with the history. We don't have to go that far back of picking up seagull shit.
I feel like we could cut right there to like a Ken Burns intro, like
of a little kid playing with seagull shit.
PBS special right here.
Right.
All right. Question I've been wanting to know about you. Do you like photography or videography better?
I think for me, I started with photography, so I'm going to stick with photography.
And now are we talking terrestrial photography, land photography, or air photography with your drone?
So I think there's a place for both. For me, though, capturing with the drone is more fun, so I find myself shooting with the drone more often.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Troy are like terrestrial.
Yeah.
Terrestrial.
Well, sometimes extraterrestrial, but you know.
You like to keep your feet on the ground. Yeah. I get it.
Except if we're going, on the moon and shit.
Yeah. Spaceships.
Moon, moon
touch 'em,
docking,
yeah.
You're just singing Nicki Minaj Starships as you're like running around.
And we hit a new low. We hit a new low.
Flapping our wings, trying to fly.
I mean, when we dropped that bar, super low with Hawk Tua, that was
Yeah.
I thought that was it.
Nope. We had to bring up Nicki Minaj.
And yeah,
No,
don't forget that we did Dave Matthews too.
Yeah, we're tanking fast.
Now we're raising the bar back
With
up, though.
drones.
Okay, yeah. With drones, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, what would you say? Did you naturally want to get into drones, or were you inspired by someone or something going on, or
So-
a vision?
So I had a camera and I was like just walking around doing street photography in Milwaukee, and I felt like everyone was getting the same shots. And then my roommate at the time actually was super into drones before they even had cameras. So he had a drone like that, but there was no camera, so he mounted a GoPro to it. And like, so you'd have to choose your camera settings before you even launched.
Yeah, when you're up in midair, oh shit!
Yeah, like
bring
I
it back
didn't
down.
even hit record. Like, yeah, so he was out just playing with drones and stuff. He has like helicopters and like little airplanes, model airplanes that he would fly. And then I was like, you know what? Once they came out the camera ones, the Mavic, I was like, that's kind of cool. Like that's a new perspective that nobody's seen before. So
Yeah, one time me and Troy, we were out drinking,
yeah,
just outside, and I had a GoPro, and he caught a bird, and he put it on the bird.
oh shit,
Yeah.
damn, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Where did the bird go?
Probably to eat Buffalo Wild Wings. It flew right into a window.
Into a
pigeon.
road to get ran over.
That was
Car
actually,
window,
That was
that's what
actually
it
the
ran
last
into.
passenger pigeon. You guys to fuck that up.
It was Hedwig.
Yeah, Hedwig, yeah.
To Hedwig, Rip Hedwig. Rip Hedwig. We miss you, Hedwig, every day. He never got the proper respect.
No.
In that. He just fucking. And that was it. That was Hedwig, and Harry never turned back.
No, never.
They never mourned him.
No, not even a little bit.
And Hedwig made that story up until then.
Yeah.
Without Hedwig, there wouldn't be a Harry Potter. He did go out like a coward, though. Yeah, fuck Hedwig. No, I take that back. I don't want my life
All right.
cursed.
Cheers,
Yeah.
cheers to Hedwig.
Yeah, cheers to Hedwig.
go.
Hedwig went out for him.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta do it right.
So,
So.
you started with photography, you said.
Yeah.
What was your first camera?
I had a Nikon, I want to say D something. I have no idea.
Okay,
It was like a $500 camera. I was like, I need a nice camera, but then I found out cameras get way nicer than
Yeah.
that. So, but it was something I could afford, and I was in pharmacy school. So
this was before like nice cell phone cameras too, correct?
yeah. So I wanted a nice camera before I went out to the Southwest for my last rotation of pharmacy school. So
Okay.
That's-
Southwest Airlines.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know if they were around back then. No, just kidding.
So wait, are they still
How was your
around?
They're
flight?
still around, yeah.
How was your flight?
It was fantastic.
Thank you.
You know, that's
I'll
before
let the crew know.
That's before they started charging for baggage, and
Yeah, I have nothing to do with that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say before they start flying into helicopters.
did they do that too?
Oh yeah,
Was that
them
Southwest?
did that?
I thought it was American.
No, I don't know who. It just
Either
planes
one,
in
that
general.
whole fucking plane industry is a mess.
I'd have put my money
Yeah.
on Delta.
I'm sticking with my my friend helicopter pilot guy. I'm just have him take me places now.
There you go.
Although
What a connection to have. Strap a camera to him.
although Kobe,
I was just gonna say, oh man, yeah.
well, that's everyone I talk to about going in helicopters. They're like, "Oh, is it even safe?" And I'm like, I mean, I guess I've gone up like 3 times and I've survived all of them.
Right now, you're beating the odds.
Yeah, I'm ahead.
I've never been in a helicopter on purpose.
It's really cool.
Well, part of that ride, is there any part of that ride that's sketchy? I mean, that feels sketchy, obviously.
In the
you know.
helicopter?
Yeah.
I think like the first like 3 feet that you rise up, you're like, because
Sure.
it's kind of like wobbly a little bit, but like
Okay.
once you get going, it's kind of like you're in a car.
Right on.
Yeah.
As soon as the pilot finds his Xbox controller to help.
No, the thing is like these helicopters are not very big, so like there's like a little handle, and they're like, do not hit the handle. And I'm like, damn, my thick thighs.
It's like right in front of you. You're like a
all right.
kid. You're like, you're keep reaching
Meanwhile,
for it.
I'm like out the window at the camera, like, and I had the lens hood on. I was like, that was stupid. Like I'm just sitting here, like the wind's and the door's off, so the wind's just taking it, and I'm like, okay, let me
Don't
take
hit
this,
the lever,
let me take
don't hit
this
the
off.
lever.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because like in Sydney, we went on the bridge climb, and they don't allow you to have Apple Watch, no jewelry, no nothing, no sunglasses, just nothing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so we did the bridge climb in Sydney. So like you couldn't have anything because like you might drop it. But then you
What's
go
a
in the-
bridge climb? Sorry.
So like you can go like the Harbor Bridge in Sydney. You can actually go up on top of it. So like hike over it. But here you like it, just like the fact that you had to lock everything down. You couldn't have anything loose. But then you can go in a helicopter here. You can be like holding your phone out the camera. I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, has anybody dropped anything?
But then you look at the statistics, like in America, helicopter crashes and
Yeah,
Sydney's
yeah,
like
yeah.
next to zero.
no, but could you imagine like walking down on a street somewhere and all of a sudden like a cell phone just comes flashing down?
Oh,
Just,
it'd
like,
be cool if it like landed in your hand, like a commercial.
your
like
hand,
you know,
your hand would be gone.
yeah, true. And all of a sudden it's just like, there's a group of people and there's like,
Right. But yeah, I was
And
like,
then
this
a
is insane.
bird egg.
Like, there's just not as many
Big ol'
restrictions with a helicopter with no door on it. But then also, in Sydney,
Yeah.
you can't do anything. So it's
I feel like we should know more about Australia, especially after a thing in this episode called Australia.
big
Chris
spiders.
taught us a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think spiders have ever flown on drones on purpose?
I imagine just as like a ride, it'd be fun.
Let's just take a pause and just thank God that there aren't flying spiders. Thank God.
In America.
Oh, you talking space?
Well, okay, so they don't actually fly, the spiders. I've seen like videos where they'll cast their webs in the wind.
Yeah,
and then
like
takes
the end
them.
of Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
No, like Australia has that though.
No, but like there's like entire fields that are just
Yeah.
covered in spider webs and spiders. So
Disgusting.
I didn't see that when I was there, thank God. But
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have wanted to go back.
should we get
left
our
right away.
flamethrowers and go back?
Probably, let's go. Just take it out.
That's probably why they had those major fires the other year in Australia. They were trying to take care of those
Somebody
things.
just saw a shit
Burning
ton
the
of fire.
cobwebs. They're like, nope, I'm done.
The people had enough. Yeah, people are hooking flamethrowers to their drones.
You ever see the videos on social media? Like somebody's like just sleeping, then all of a sudden they like got their selfie on. There's a giant ass spider behind their headboard.
You're talking about Australia?
Yeah.
I heard about them big old fucking toads.
Oh God! Yeah.
I'd rather be a toad infestation than flying spiders.
You think so?
I would rather have that. That's what I'm saying. I would
guess-
rather have that. Yeah.
Because spiders will crawl on you.
I don't know the size of those toads though. That's kind
Yeah.
of creepy.
I don't know. Like I would kind of want to pet it.
Would you
Like
guys,
a toad the size of a cat.
Would you
Yeah.
would you rather be surrounded by a billion like little tiny toads, or like
Or
the
one big
giant-
ass
or like
toad?
20 big ass toads?
Big ones because I hate in the summer when the toads start like hatching and stuff and they're in your lawn.
Oh, and you got to mow.
Yeah, and I try everything to stop the lawnmower for all the baby ones.
I've never hit a toad yet, but I have a marsh behind my house, and it's like every so many years, like I feel like there's a big, what is that, a hatching or harvest or whatever you want to call it?
hatchling?
Harvest. Are,
Of-
you eting these things?
Yeah, well, now I am.
Well, then
I
you're
like
taking
it.
a mower
I need
in
some
there.
toad legs.
Other people
now.
are. Yeah, other people I have to be. Yeah, a lot of frogs I hit with the lawnmower, but for some reason I've gotten used to it. Like I'm like, and I tell myself I'd rather hit a frog
You're just
with
like,
the
oh,
lawnmower.
oh.
Another one.
Oh, ribbit.
Yeah. But it's like sometimes I see it right before I hit it, but you can't like pull back, and all you hear is I even have headphones, and you just hear the, and then you just see behind you just pieces.
Just full send that
But I
way.
feel bad like every now and then.
It
Like
hits
there's
your
one.
house and then you have to clean it up.
Yeah, that's like the worst. But I see ones like that the leg, like I just struck like half its leg or
Do you
like
go
its
back
back.
over it? But they can regenerate their legs.
I just kind of leave it. I'm like,
Can
do I
they?
want to stomp
What
on
is
it?
this?
Do I
Can
not?
they?
Is this,
Yeah.
Like-
that's witchcraft.
Wait,
Frogs can do that.
No,
like their whole leg.
Yeah.
No.
Like regrow it?
Yeah.
No.
All right, let's
many
go find a
times?
frog.
Where's our
Wait,
fact
it's a frog.
checker?
How many times?
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure.
All right, next one I hit with the lawnmower, I'm gonna put it in a little aquarium with my caterpillars. And
I thought you said with your cat, and I was like, oh boy, dinner.
my cat used to go in and grab the frogs and come out with them.
Well, can't Goombas regenerate their heads?
You talking about Gumby, like the green guy?
No, Goombas.
because he can
Like
regenerate
from
things
Super
too, so-
Mario.
Yeah.
As in
claymation.
Goombas? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's claymation.
Yeah, you're right.
Speaking of that, someone told us we were the best thing because our names are Clay and Colt. They're like, oh, that's, if you mix you guys together, you get Pokey from Gumby. I'm like, you motherfucker.
We're like 7 years old.
You like your teeth? It's like, nah, that's good.
Right? It's like he was a magician, right?
You don't trust those motherfuckers.
All right. Anyway, so back to cameras instead
Cameras,
of
yeah.
frogs getting
Yep.
hit by lawnmowers. What was your first drone?
I got a Mavic Pro. I think that was just what it was.
Like one of these, one of the ones like this, right? Like the first
just
model
like
of
that one. Yeah.
Or no, that is the first model. Never mind.
That
Yeah.
might be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Troy built our own.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd it go?
We like
How'd it fly?
duct tape two birds
Did
together.
it,
and
did it
put a
go? Did it
camera
go
on
further than the Wright brothers? first
Negative.
flight? Actually, it
Well,
just
it went up. We just know it went up. We got a little
it
bit
went
of
up and it didn't stop going.
That's how boomerang videos started because we had to extend the 1 second it went up. We needed 1 second going back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, the people that are listening that want to get into drones, is that the one that you had for a starter, would that be a good starter or the equivalent to
So,
whatever model now?
I would say, yeah. I mean, that's a great starter model. It's easy to fly. They've got minis now that are even smaller than that.
Okay.
They can stick
I
in
would
your
say,
pocket.
can I help step in?
Yeah.
I'd say if you really want like drone content that you're going to keep, like video wise or
Yeah.
picture wise, that's a good one. Like a recreational drone just to fly, I'd go for something cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, even the entry level and the DJI ones, like with the good cameras, are way cheaper now. They're like $300, $400.
Right, it's more favorable for.
Yeah. Although add on a couple tariffs and maybe it
just jumped up
more now.
4,500.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, that's my now it's my market again. So
No, they is that a pretty good price for a drone?
I'd say
I mean,
so.
a couple
Yeah,
$100 bucks. I don't
they
know.
get more expensive as
Sure.
the fancier the camera you get on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's cheaper than an Apache with an A7S3.
that's fair.
I guess.
So when you go out and fly the drone, just let us know a little bit about like your mindset and how you go about setting that up when you get out there.
So for me, I'm very much about conditions. So I like to shoot cityscapes and architecture and that kind of thing. I like to shoot, I guess, groups of people, but not individual people. So for me, I like different conditions because if I'm going to shoot the same city, like if I can go to a different city, it's like a fucking free for all. I'm like, oh, this is so exciting! I got a new skyline to play with and do whatever. But living in Milwaukee, like obviously that's where I go. So I try to mix up my locations a little bit. I can't always shoot the art museum, but I find myself shooting the art museum a lot. The Home Bridge.
I mean, that shit's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean they've done an incredible job. The lights.
You've done an incredible job.
Well,
Like,
thank you.
Anyone, go check out his Instagram. It's incredible. Yeah, I'll
Thank
be
you.
honest. That art museum looks boring as shit. Like just straight up. But
Yeah.
when you do your shit with the pictures,
Yeah, I mean
that looks crisp.
It's awesome. The lights can change on it now, so that's cool.
I'm just
And,
kidding. The art museum looks awesome, but your
mean-
pictures look better.
The art museum is awesome. I need to go back in there. I never go inside really.
Because you can't fly your drone in there, man.
That's true. That's true. I think I would fly it more or go more if I could fly inside. So
We'll
But,
have a talk with them.
yeah, we'll talk to them. That's fine.
We'll tie them up.
Yeah. Hey guys, Nate's gonna fly in here. You're gonna like it.
Just stay cool. Actually, we're just gonna distract him. Be like, hey, we got this podcast. You should listen to it. And we got it on like a cassette in our Walkman with headphones and.
Listen to this as you go through the museum. But yeah, so when I go out there though, I'm looking for new conditions and like how do I capture the same thing but in a different way. So if it's like plain blue skies, I'm like that sunset's gonna be boring. It's just the
So now,
sun's
do you
set.
try to go like your certain times of days to get shadows correct and all
so
that?
I hate shooting in the middle of the day. Like the shadows are crazy. I mean, people are like, "Oh, you only do sunsets and sunrises." Mostly sunsets because I'm not a morning person. But
Fair enough.
yeah,
That's because you were out at the Brewers game the night before, right?
it's true. Yeah, fair.
So supporting the
Next time
local team.
I should just stay up until sunrise. So
Oh, there you go.
we're
Hit
pretty
me
close
up.
at
We
that
can make
point.
that happen.
Yeah, let's go. But yeah, I'm looking for different conditions. So like the other day, like there's some fog kind of moving in and off the lake. And then the sun was setting. I was like, the sunset's not going to be great. But then all of a sudden, like the sky kind of lit up from behind the clouds, and I was like, this is sick. So it's just finding different conditions.
So now, do you walk out there sometimes? I know you check your app, how you have a drone app. I'm
Yeah,
assuming,
yeah.
But you try to challenge yourself a little bit and be like, all right, the wind's not going to be that bad. But you walk out there and it's like, well, fuck this today. The wind's bad, and get back in the car, leave.
yeah, so sometimes, usually I try to walk everywhere I go. Like, and
You don't
people are
fly.
like, they're like, why don't you go to different neighborhoods? And like, why don't you go to the middle of 30th Street in Capitol? I'm like, because there's not good architecture out there. I mean, there's old buildings, but like also
Not drone material.
That's not what I'm looking for. So I don't have a problem going there. Like I think they all think oh, we caught you. You don't go into the inner city.
Well, to be
But
honest,
also-
the architecture.
Yeah.
That's one.
yeah. So like I go for the architecture. I go for the buildings. I go for the people. Like I don't want to watch cars gunning it down Capitol Drive.
That's a very fair point.
Like if I was into like speed racing, maybe. But
Well, the
that's what
sunset's
I'm
going to be
for.
way better, like you say, even by the lake.
yeah,
Like I mean, all the
I
landscaping.
mean, if you
and-
think about like
yeah.
composing a picture, you want
Sure.
the stuff in front of it.
Absolutely.
Like, a great picture of the sunset's fine, but like I'm not trying to take it in front of some weeds.
Correct.
I need some buildings or something.
Well, it's like some of the landscape photographers, they scope their stuff out
Yeah.
for years. Like, it has to be the perfect thing, and they're keeping
yeah.
their perfect conditions,
Yeah.
everything. Like, they're
Yeah.
waiting for that perfect day.
Right. So yeah, so for me, I'm just trying to find different conditions. Even if I'm capturing something familiar that I've caught before, I want a different condition than I caught it the last time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, this next question you have to be honest with.
Oh boy.
Have you ever seen...
Are you a spy?
Yes.
Troy, get him.
All right.
Let's go, Captain.
But have you ever seen something that you weren't supposed to see with your drone, or you're going back editing pictures or video later and realized, oh shit.
No.
Okay.
Like boobs.
Just so you know, this is all off the record. We're not recording.
We're not recording. No, I've never seen anything. I guess I've never looked close enough though, because I imagine like if I was capturing Harley Davidson Festival, somebody might be doing something.
There might be a boob out.
There are thousands of people there though. I
Just
can't
one.
like look for just like one person with a boob out. Like that would take all day.
I mean, you could.
I could. I could send the photo over if you want to analyze it.
Hey, we really want to see your pictures in the Harley rally, because we like Harleys.
Yeah.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Where's the boob?
Maybe next time I'll just see if somebody can do that, and it'll be like we can
There you
do
go.
Where's Waldo with it.
It'll be like HBO though for every boob that's in the picture.
Yeah, you know the rule.
there's a wiener.
Yeah, right. Oh God.
Sunsets it is.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't seen anything that I've noticed.
That's
So-
kind of lame. One time, me and Troy were taking pictures with our bird, and
Were you running naked?
The bird was chasing us.
Yeah.
the bird went in an alley and saw some stuff.
We had some we had shoes on.
So not completely.
Someone really needed money in the alley, and
The bird caught all of it.
yeah, so we killed the bird so we wouldn't tell anyone.
He just fed it
funny.
some
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
We turned the bird into a chicken wing.
I've noticed you've been getting bigger and bigger with and more
boy.
known. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Phrase that question wrong.
Settle down.
Damn, I'll
Damn
be
Buffalo
I'll be
Wild
hitting the
Wings.
gym after this.
Wrong choice of words. Your social media content has been growing attention. Now, who do you dream of collaborating with one day?
So for me, I think just getting into different spaces. So like this year, I think I'm going to try to prioritize doing golf courses. I think that'd be sick. There's tons of golfers and
So like Tiger Woods.
yeah, and that's kind of like an untapped market. So for me at least, so I just am like, hey, like let me go try this out. Then also, I think hotels. I feel like that give me an opportunity to travel more. So how can I work with hotels in other?
Ooh, that's a really good
other
idea.
areas,
You get to
so-
stay there, right, when you're doing your...
Yeah, so I'm thinking like if I can collaborate with them, I can either get a free stay or like a discounted stay, and then also capture some cool content because I would probably capture the content anyway. So why
Well,
not?
with the golf courses,
Yeah.
like, do you have a certain kind of like idea?
So I've got friends that are huge golfers. So
Okay.
they're like, hey, I was like, give me your top 10 list of golf courses nearby. And like by nearby, he gave me like a 4-hour radius, and I was like, that is not nearby.
But is a drone fly? Is it nearby?
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm like, okay, so what is it? The sand golf courses? Do you know what they're called?
The
what?
What?
There's like Sand Valley.
We're
That's it.
not much of a
You're
golfer.
not golfers.
Yeah, you don't...
We're-
What
yeah,
is
so-
this golf?
we're bowlers.
Sand Valley is up by Stevens Point, I think.
Okay.
So it's a ways from here, but he's like, yeah, that's a good one. I was like, okay, let me just get up there at sunrise. I'll leave at 2 a.m.
Yeah, that sounds like a blast.
Yeah, let me just run up there quick. No, I was like, I'd have to make it a full weekend. He's like, no, it's a day trip. And I was like, no, that's like you're gonna go for night so you can wake up early.
Yeah, if you got a noon tea time, it's a day trip.
right,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So, I kind of want to get in that. Just I think it's something different that I haven't done yet.
Okay.
That'd be pretty sweet though.
Yeah.
Now, on the other spectrum of collaborating, who would you want sitting with you or standing if you stand and fly your drone? Who would you want there with you? Whether it's either the drone pilot or just a random person you want with you and watching you fly.
Probably Pesto.
I'd take my dog Brutus. He's a good co-pilot.
Oh, yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
To Brutus.
Because everybody else
Everyone
is just,
to Brutus.
To Brutus, let's go.
And he is a golden retriever, right?
Golden Retriever, yeah.
Those are the best.
He's a tank. He's a Brutus.
I don't think he can fly, can he?
He can't fly now.
Like physically.
We just need to get him a big drone.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you
I
think
feel
it's his dream to fly?
I don't think so. He likes to be grounded.
He's terrestrial.
Yeah, kind of like you guys.
Is it? Yeah, we're strictly terrestrial.
We can get Brutus a pet bird, though.
For
Yeah,
how
that'd be
big he
fun.
is, though, is he kind of scared of things?
Not overly. Thunderstorms. He hates thunderstorms
Yeah.
and fireworks.
That's
But-
a Burl. Actually, Burl. My golden retriever Burl is the same.
Yeah.
Shout out to Burl. To
Burl, let's go.
Burl and Brutus. I could see them being best friends. We should just have a podcast with them.
We should and just let them sit here and just like sniff each other's
Put
butts.
headphones on. Yeah. Sniff butts for an hour. Just put the camera and they're just
B&B podcast.
But yeah, he's a great co-pilot. He sits it right with me and watches the drone in the sky.
Nice.
We as
Spotter,
He's my spotter.
humans,
Yeah.
we as humans do not deserve golden retrievers.
No, not at all.
We don't deserve hemorrhoids either, but
At least golden retrievers are nice.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, both of that shit got deep. Move on.
On the note of hemorrhoids,
yeah.
we're gonna take a break right here. I got to run to Walgreens and grab some cream.
All right, preparation H is what you need.
Good luck. Now that we're back from our break, we'll head into this last segment about drones with Nate.
Ooh.
So,
You mean with Nate Drone?
Nate drone Nate.
Drone Nate. Yeah, that was it. Sorry.
Nate Droney.
Nate Droney, yeah.
Sounds like a pasta dish.
It's incredible. I'm not sure if you had it.
You should fly spaghetti on your drone.
Yeah, that's how I dry my noodles when I'm.
Just air them all out.
Yeah.
That's how Noodles does, what is it, the Grubhub or whatever the hell that delivery service is.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Go
So,
ahead.
flying around Milwaukee with your drone.
Yeah.
Take it, there's other drone pilots out there.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Have you ever ran into issues with that?
No. Most of them know me. And
Whoa.
yeah. I mean,
Did you just give yourself street cred?
street cred, yeah. No, it's interesting. Like I'll be out there flying. I was out there flying the other day and I'm just standing on the bench by the art museum and this guy's like running past. He's like, I love your photos.
That's Nate. That's drone Nate.
Yeah. Some of the guys,
Drone Nate.
I guess some of the guys that I know that do fly, they're not as socially, I guess, I don't even know what the word is, but like they're not easy to talk to. So
Gotcha.
I also don't like talking to people when I'm flying. So
Yeah, get out of here.
yeah, I'm like, let me just focus on what I need to do. So
Do you think it would be different if your drone was a Kia?
yeah, I mean the key boys might take it.
Whoa.
Well,
Hijacked.
Okay, so this is gonna make it easier. This is gonna make it easier transition to what we have written.
yeah, okay.
So we were expecting that you'd have more issues with drones. So we would say, would you ever start a drone gang?
Drone gang. Yeah, I've already got the people. I'm ready.
I was just gonna say you're like the leader. You said people know me.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
was like a real game.
Yeah,
you were,
no,
you were
like,
like
I-
Testing us like me and Troy with that bird.
We had a homecoming and the Honecella was prior to that, and it was this whole event. I was like, hey guys, I need help capturing this event. So I kind of rallied everybody. I was like, hey, I need help. So most of the guys are like, yeah, happy to help, like whatever you need. And then there's a couple that are like, oh, that's happening. I forgot. And I was like, no, you didn't. Like you're just being a jack. So
You had him killed
I had him killed.
with a drone.
Finish him.
Well, if me and
Drone.
Troy didn't kill, if we didn't accidentally kill that one bird, we would have been there.
Yeah, I actually asked you guys to come help, and I got ghosted.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
We better keep an eye out.
Shit, I was like,
Heads on
go
a
through the
swivel.
messages. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
right.
fuck.
How do we forget?
Now, how do you think drone gangs would work?
I mean, you're gonna have to break up the city because like not everyone can cover the same ground, you know. So
Turfs.
So
yeah,
you'd
we're
have
gonna
like air
turfs.
turf.
Yeah.
Shit, you sound like the kingpin of it.
I know.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah.
unraveling way better than I thought it would. We
Yeah.
might actually be doing a documentary right now and we don't even know it.
You don't even know.
We just got Ken Burns.
yeah, big time.
By drone Nate.
Just by me. But yeah, I mean, everyone's got to have their own territory. So you watch this area, you watch this area, but also we need to cover our bases here. So
Okay. Now, gangs, I feel like something has to be dealt, like whether it's drugs, weapons.
I mean,
Pictures.
quality photos are a good currency. So
Oh, that's how. What's the one? Was going around for a little while. The form of currency that. What am I thinking?
oh,
of?
EFTs.
Yeah, that was
or-
it. NFTs.
Yeah, NFTs. Yeah, that's it.
Huh?
Where would you want your turf to be? Well, like what turf would you
Oh,
stake?
I mean, I would stake my downtown turf. Like that's my part of the
like
city.
where downtown?
Like the whole
Shit,
like
Troy, you
the
got
whole
turfs?
from the freeway, so 43 up to like maybe North Avenue, down to like the third ward.
Okay.
in Walker's Point.
This is gonna be like the mafia.
Yeah.
You're gonna get knocked after leaving here.
Yeah, right. They're gonna be
By
like
Troy.
That's my
Troy just got he goes to jump Nate and Troy it backfires and
I'm a little further south. So.
Okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't have a drone, so he's all right.
You can keep your territory, okay?
you better find a drone. And for some odd reason, Troy is no longer on the body. We can't get a hold of him. Well, think about that. Like, you could even get like blackmail pictures with the drones really easy.
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with some of the high rises that they just built up there.
Yeah.
You just kind of
Yeah, just sneak in there.
Yep.
You're talking about like people being up like past hours, like curfew or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking a picture of them out past curfew.
Yeah, it's like it's 10:30. Do you know where your children are?
Right.
Send the drones out
Some-
there.
Yeah, they were in
Someone's
bed. Nope, at 10:01
Chasing
they
the
were.
children around. Yeah.
Now, do you think drones would like tie bandanas, like colored ones, around them?
Yeah, either that or like maybe a different color light because like when it gets dark out, you could be like, oh, that's the green gang.
the old school ones would have the bandanas.
Yeah.
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 What would your color be?
I think it's red and green are already on there, so it's got to be something different. So maybe like a orange.
Okay.
Okay. So like, hear that,
Damn,
everyone?
you
Stay
few,
away
yeah.
from the orange.
The orange, yeah.
We're part of that gang too. So if you go near it, you're dealing with us too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Watch
the-
out, guys.
The bird with the orange bandana.
But these are guys on the ground, so they got a little orange light on them.
We're sending, yeah.
Yeah, one of those headlights, the headlamps, the flashlights with the orange light. Yeah.
You just see them running around on the ground.
we got those one guns that don't cops use those ones now that shoot the drones and then they can bring them down to the
Yeah,
ground.
that's what what I'm hearing. So
Yeah, we can use that from the ground.
yeah, you can.
It's like Fast and the
You're like,
Furious
yeah.
of the sky.
I'm glad you guys are on my team and not the other guys. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we're here for auditions.
Yeah, perfect.
Our next guest is actually one of those pigeon trainers.
Okay, perfect. I was
Yeah,
hoping you guys
kind-
were gonna get the
kind of ironic how that worked
the
out.
penguin trainer.
Oh, well, that too. That's then the guest after.
Okay, cool.
We got it lined up for the
You
Milwaukee
could do a
County
collab
Zoo.
both. Yeah.
Once we know the pigeons work, then we go on to the penguins. Yeah.
Bigger ones. Then ostriches.
You don't want to jump the
Ostriches.
shark on
Yeah,
that one. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Put the cart in front of the
The
horse.
sharks are later. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll launch a fucking
With the
ostrich egg up there.
lasers.
Yeah.
The Sharknado.
Now, any cool drone gang names you can think of right now? Or
I'm gonna leave that up to the team. That's a team building exercise right there.
I'm trying to think of what's something very scary that has to deal with drones in the name.
The Lakeshore Choppers.
Ooh,
Whoa, that's Troy.
cool.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
I
Troy
mean,
does have a gang that we don't
People
know
were
about.
going crazy in New Jersey a few weeks ago, so maybe just add New Jersey to it.
Okay.
Those are the big drones.
Yeah, the big ones that they're like cars, and somehow they just disappeared. Like nobody's heard about them again.
Because they were Kias.
Yeah, probably just floating.
No UFOs started taking Kias.
They're like, damn it.
Nicolas Cage
Let's
came
put the
out and
car.
collected, 60 of them.
Yeah,
whatever he had to
yeah.
get.
I mean, he is a national treasure.
He was in a flying movie, Con Air. Remember
Con
that?
Air.
Oh,
Yeah.
cheers to that.
Yeah,
cheers
Con
to
Air.
Cameron Poe.
Down there.
Let's go.
He did what he had to.
Yep. Yeah, he was in a
Did what he had to. And did
Playing
his
Full
time.
and Naughty Boys.
Yeah.
That's actually that's our that's our gang name, Naughty Boys.
How do you think?
Naughty Boys. In
Subscribe
air.
to my
In
OnlyFans.
flight. the flying Naughty Boys.
Airborne Naughty Boys.
Oh boy.
Join the Mile
we
High
go.
Club now.
Oh boy.
How do you think people would initiate drones into a gang? Or do you think it'd be more initiating the pilot?
It's more initiating the pilot for sure. You have to make sure they're aligned with you. So
All right.
yeah. Are you guys ready?
Do they have to be FAA?
Yeah.
Licensed?
Yeah. We gotta make sure that we're licensed.
No, just the leader does. Because that's like more badass when you have people that are the criminals right out of the gate. They can take a fall then.
That's true.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
like the
Yeah.
foot soldiers.
Yeah,
They
be like,
take the fall.
It was him.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he's like, all right, man, I'll take the heat on this one.
Yeah. And then you're like, okay.
Then
See
they,
in a few
then they
months.
pull their pin off.
Yeah.
And then they just pull the
Rip it
battery
off.
out of the controller.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. You're cut off. You're done.
So I think that's a future, though. Just think of, like, in general with gangs. Just think about gangs already have to use drones at some point, right?
I mean, if police are using drones, then I'm sure.
Well, you
gangs are
would
using
think that
drones.
people are running
Airborne drugs.
non-legal,
Oh,
non-legal things.
They do that in the prison yards, don't they?
Yeah.
And now
Drop
here
them
we
in
go
the
bringing
prison
up
yard.
prisons again.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
I actually just read this thing about, I don't remember the woman's name. She learned
Amelia Earhart. I think.
But this is a helicopter that she learned how to fly a helicopter and got trained and all that, got a helicopter, and then landed it on the roof of a prison to get her husband out of prison and flew away. I don't know if they lived or how that ended up working out.
That's true love.
Laurencia Bembenek.
Oh,
Wait,
what?
are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Did you just make up a name on this podcast?
No, she was
Laurencia.
she was somebody from Milwaukee that was like a cop that
This is
like was in with somebody I think from jail or something back in like the 80s. So
She fly helicopters.
she might know.
She accidentally picked up a guard versus a prisoner.
Some guy that just wanted to leave work for the day. I'm just gonna get on this helicopter.
this is my way out of here today. Shit.
This is not the Uber I called, but let's do it.
All right.
I think I can hear a helicopter above us right now.
Do you know how?
see you guys?
Do you know how bad work would have to suck to just get in a random helicopter to leave? You don't even know where it's going.
I mean, I'd volunteer to do that. That sounds fun.
Just take me away.
It's better than Walgreens on Brady.
Well, would you rather be taken away by one helicopter or like?
Or two. I'd prefer to be in one piece. So.
I was gonna say like 8 drones come in and like they're like it has a note on the first one like
'cause-
tie yourself to all these.
Yeah, right. Could you imagine though, like the different drone pilots trying to take you in different directions? Like your arm's going this way, and then you're getting pulled that way.
Guys,
You're
running
right.
into the shelves
Yeah,
like,
right.
like okay, I'm gonna be out of here in a couple minutes. Just hang on.
Stop.
I just have this mental picture like you're just working and like one drone just comes crashing through the ceiling and it has like a lasso somehow, and then another one does and they start lassoing you.
Just taking you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you're gonna start arresting people. I think.
That actually be kind of cool to see.
Yeah. Instead of a cop car and cops chasing people, just a drone that just like.
So I get mad at people that take their phones out and like film, like,
Yeah.
you know, things like I wouldn't even be mad if people were filming drones lassoing criminals.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, the Wong brothers, if they made them, they'd probably have them kamikaze right into people.
Take out the
Maybe
problem.
that one was a little far.
No survivors. Everybody dies. One man die.
Criminal gone.
You did what you did.
Now, gangs are using drones to deliver drugs. Do you think is there a commercial market yet that drones are making deliveries?
Wasn't Amazon? doing
Amazon
it?
was looking at it. I know Walgreens was investigating it, but basically, like, I think it came down to like just you deliver it and they just drop it in your backyard. So like,
What happens if
you already have porch pirates. Like, what people are just gonna run in the backyard and be like, "Hey, I found a box. It's like Easter or Christmas, you know? Like,
What's in the box?
I found a basket."
Now it's gonna look like the Fifth Element, and they're gonna have those like weird people flying around.
Yeah,
and-
but also imagine your kids playing in the backyard and all of a sudden your Amazon delivery just smacks them.
There's something in there that they shouldn't see. And
Yeah, that'd be embarrassing.
Yeah,
Box drops and starts to vibrate.
mom got a new gift.
It falls and it starts to vibrate.
a new toy, yeah.
Dad, are you mowing the yard?
Dad's gonna come inside.
Yeah.
So the future of drones, we have gangs, we have deliveries. Where else do you see this going?
Ooh, I mean, they're already used everywhere, like
What about food deliveries?
fertilizing things.
Well, I guess when people think of drones, they think of these that are like these small DJI
Yeah,
drones.
yeah.
But drones are anything that's technically an unmanned aircraft in a way.
Correct. Yep.
How big do they get? Or how big can they get?
That-
I should say.
Massive.
Yeah, they can get plane size, like commercial plane size.
Yeah.
So what
like
happens if you?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like
What
oh,
happens
that
if you
big,
put a
yeah,
robot
Yeah.
driving like
Okay.
a Boeing 747? Is that a drone?
If someone's controlling it from somewhere else.
No, but it's unmanned, so you can't have somebody else on it. So you can't have passengers.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That
Yeah,
probably
because
is a.
it's unmanned.
What
So-
about those things that do the surgery? The robots now are those drones?
No,
If there's
those are
not-
just
Because
robots.
they're mounted to the ground. So
So if
But
we
can't
did
that
those
be a
in flight,
drone?
what?
Or is that a droid?
that's a
Probably
droid.
a droid.
But if we somehow lifted that hospital bed into the air and we were doing surgery up
Well,
high,
then yeah.
then we have drones.
Although, could you
Space.
imagine?
Or,
your
on a
hospital bed's
bird.
going like this, and like you got a little machine going into you.
It'd be kind of fun though. Like if you're
You can volunteer.
Well, I'd rather have that than underwater.
But an
so-
adrenaline junkie would probably love that.
Oh yeah, be like, I want the
Travis Pastrana would be like, "Yeah, I just drank like 8 Red Bulls. Do me."
yeah. Just I need the surgery now.
20,000 feet in the air.
Yeah. Oh God.
Without a parachute on board.
What's that magician's name? David Blaine.
David Blaine,
He'd be up
yeah.
there doing that.
Yeah. Try to hold his breath through the whole
I stood
time.
on one leg. But
Held
I'm
my
lifted
breath
in
for
the
an
air.
hour and a half.
in an ice block. No, that's David Copperfield, right?
No, Blaine
it's
did
David
that.
Blaine.
Blaine did that too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't David?
Well,
Blaine
David
stand on that?
Copperfield made things disappear.
Yeah.
Like his career. yeah. What if he did that on purpose?
He's trying to live up to Harry Houdini. So I mean,
Yeah. Do you think
truth
drones
is
have ever done magic tricks?
I mean,
Didn't you watch the
mine's
Super
done
Bowl?
magic tricks. It's gone missing. So
Yeah. And it's gone.
What kind of monitoring system is on something like that?
I mean, it's got GPS tracking.
Yeah.
It's
it
actually
have a-
pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Does it have a black box?
That was going to be my next question.
No
How
black
accurate is
box.
it?
No black box. It's pretty accurate.
Then
So-
how could you ever
yeah.
know what happened?
What?
How could you ever know what happened? An
Sometimes you
SD
can
card?
look at the SD card and be like, damn.
So if the battery dies, obviously it'll still GPS you.
Yeah, it'll tell
Yeah.
you where it like crashed and burned. Yeah.
Right on.
Hopefully it's not in the lake.
Has
But
it
also,
ever-
you don't want it on top of somebody either. So
True.
You know how its passenger would probably be considered the SD card?
yeah.
Do you think it's ever crashed next to another drone and the SD cards are forced to eat each other like in the movie Airplane?
Yeah,
Or
my
alive.
pictures are
That's
better-
what I meant.
My pictures are. My
I knew
pictures
it
are
sounded
better.
wrong.
Yeah.
What's that? What were you
My
saying?
pictures are better than yours. I'm eating you.
Oh, see, like, damn,
That's
he
like
is,
gang shit. Yeah.
he's a mob leader for sure. He's not just a gang leader.
Oh,
He
you're
is-
720. I'm 4K. Suck
Yeah, right.
it.
Yeah.
He's the the drone father. Nate, the drone father.
Damn.
You have become the drone father.
Yes.
We're gonna knight him now. Do we have a sword? Well, we have a hockey stick.
Now you're gonna see on the news tomorrow. All these
let's sit here.
other drone pilots are dead.
Yeah. Right. Oh God.
We don't know who did that.
No idea.
No idea.
Can we
That's on all
can
you.
me and Troy raise our pigeons to guard your
Yeah,
drones?
I love that.
Oh, actually,
Can you do a penguin too?
yeah. Imagine a bigot, but it keeps getting in the way of you trying to.
It's like the Blue Angels. Is
Yeah.
that what they're called? The ones
Yeah.
that fly in the V.
Yeah.
It's like them always around your drone, like guarding them.
Yeah.
So a question I forgot to ask you before: have you ever had any sort of the wildlife would be birds go after your drone?
Oh yeah. The seagulls.
Fucking seagulls?
Not anymore.
The sea chickens. Yeah. The sea rats. I don't know what my friends call them. Like sea rats. I
Sky
think.
rats.
Sky rats.
That's-
Yeah.
I had we were filming out over some woods once, and we had pigeons going after it.
Oh.
And they kept if something gets close, like the sensors pick it up.
Yeah.
And I was trying to film nice
Yeah.
landscape stuff during fall. And the sensors kept going off. And I'm like, what is going on?
Then you
And
look up and
yeah, and I look and just see these flock of pigeons that kept circling. And it was
Not penguins.
And I wasn't even mad. I'm like, let's just get this thing back in. But I kind of want to stay out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I
and
just wanna see
Troy are
what
sorry
happens.
about that.
But,
But they
yeah.
are pigeons.
Yeah.
You guys, your
Mike
pigeons
Tyson
went wild.
specials.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, we were filming a documentary on him.
Wait,
Yeah.
speaking of Mike Tyson that you just said, are there drone fights at all? There's drone races,
There's drone
but are there
racing. I
fights?
don't
Like
think there's
battle
fights.
bots, but
I think that'd be fun. Although as soon as you take the prop out,
I was just
on one
gonna
of them,
say.
it's down.
But let's
It's
start
game over.
introducing guns on.
no, the dog fights. Remember the World War II dog fights?
Oh yeah. I thought you. At first, my head went to Michael Vick dog fights.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
good.
yeah, Not Nate dog fights.
That's why he has
Nate.
Brutus.
No, not Nate.
But
Not Nate.
I bet Brutus wouldn't even hurt a fly.
No, he doesn't. He's so calm.
But
It'd be
we
cool if
should.
you could-
We should start attaching weapons to
I was
it.
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah,
Mount something on there that if
laser
anything,
pointers.
any
Yeah,
birds or anything got too close to it, it would just zap them. Like,
yeah.
That's something if I could go back in time with a time machine, go back with a drone with a weapon.
Dude, could you imagine just haunting older civilizations with a drone? They'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
I'd have fire hanging down from there. It's before fire was invented, and it's just flying over them.
No, just hang a ghost from it like a sheep.
Yeah. They'd be like, "Oh my god, I saw the craziest thing today."
No one would believe.
They don't even know how to describe it. They're like, "It's a thing in the air."
Do you imagine cavemen explaining that?
trying to describe that on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, just like etching it in.
or hang a sandwich from there and fly it over Ethiopia or something.
Gee, you could do that now. You don't even have to go back in time.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just do it anytime.
You don't even have to go to Ethiopia. You could probably go across the street. Somebody will take a sandwich.
Sandwich is a sandwich, man.
Yeah.
Or I'm just saying you could probably go into some, what is it, like Baltimore or something, the heavy meth areas or crack or whatever.
I don't know
Skid
that
Row
much
in
about
California.
Baltimore, but
They have Skid
I'm just
Row.
doing that because of
Yeah.
the show The Wire. That was like a
okay,
big.
yeah, okay.
I don't know if it's still like that, but for example, you just imagine like hanging a bag, but just do like a bag of like baking powder, like not even the real thing, and get them all
God.
chasing.
Oh God, they go crazy.
No, you know what I would do? I'd hang a purse from there.
Yeah, with $200.
With some money hanging out.
just with there be dog shit in the purse.
Yeah, Mighty Duck.
It wouldn't be
style.
funny if there wasn't.
Yeah.
Imagine that footage.
Oh God.
It's like
yeah,
that.
look, I'm gonna get rich.
It's like that scene from like Dance with Love. Put that in your book. Sam, put that in your video. I still have yet though to use the drone to like do deliveries with like even like out on the lake. Like,
Yeah.
do a beer delivery or
Ooh,
something like that.
That'd be fun.
There you go.
Yeah. I just imagine like you'd have to like do fishing line though and like have a lot of slack and then
Yeah.
go down and drop it and then your friend had to
And then
take
just
their
cut it or something so it
scissors
don't
and
get
cut it.
tangled. Yeah.
And then the wire would
people-
snap and go way up and then it get caught in the propeller
Yeah.
and go crashing down.
Do people
I just
fish
feel like
with
this
drones?
Might not go down.
Oh, I think
I think I've
no,
seen a
that-
video. I think somebody's done it.
What I would do is I
I
would
feel like
just
somebody's had to.
I would just put a big ass musky lure on mine and just fly over a random boat, hook it in someone's face, and just
Yeah.
leave.
Oh God.
Well, I was gonna say do the beer thing, but then they're all excited a beer's coming out there, and it's like a red dog.
Oh shit.
Or ice someone, the Smirnoff ice.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Just have a paper bag hanging.
Could you
down.
imagine the bottle like falls off its like hook and just smack somebody?
Then it like
Wasn't
hits them in
us.
the head, and they still then be like, you still have to drink it.
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah,
If it hits it in the head, you
losers.
gotta drink it. It's yours.
But yeah, drones are shit's revolutionary.
It's insane. Yeah.
But we are living in a good time in a way, or you could view it as a bad time because everyone can get their hands on something like this. That
True.
used to be like just like military grade type
Yeah.
technology.
You know, you kind of wonder how long have the military people had these?
I'm not gonna say we're living in a good
That's-
time until that thing does my taxes.
Or folds my laundry.
Yeah, right.
That would be better. Yeah,
Yeah,
folds my
yeah.
laundry.
You get back in there and fold my laundry, drone.
Those
Then it's a-
sizes, yeah.
You're just looking at you.
Well, anyway, thanks for the drone talk today, Nate.
Loved it.
We appreciate you coming out, educating us a little bit about drones.
And flightless birds.
Yeah. Spurs, yeah. No.
So until we see you next time, but can you let people know where they can find you or look at your amazing photography and videography?
Yeah, of course. You can follow me at Nate Vomhof, VOMHOF, and that's pretty much on every platform: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the doolittles.
His stuff is incredible. Like we can't say it enough on here. Go out and check it out. Like it's
Yeah,
mind
I've
blowing.
seen it, and it's incredible.
10 out of
thank
10
you.
recommend. Yeah.
Thank you all. Thank you all
Absolutely.
for having me.
He's going to be
blast.
a gem of Milwaukee if he's not already, but there will be statues made of this man.
Ooh,
With his drone
in the
controller.
air, yeah, in the
I
air,
don't
it'll be
know.
like levitating.
that'd be fun.
The
Just
first hanging statue.
just like pointing up to it, and it's just like hovering up there. It'd make it one of those magnetic things. It's just
Yeah.
like, that'd be fun.
They should do that. We'll have a talk with Milwaukee.
Yeah, I got you.
I would support my tax money going to that.
If Giannis doesn't have a statue with a ball balancing above it, then but I've got one with a drone. I'd be like, oh,
That's what's up.
Yours is a prototype.
yeah, right. That'd be awesome.
Here's to Nate.
But
Everyone-
cheers, guys.
Nate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers,
all.
Nate. We'll see everyone next time.
Woo! Now finish your beers.
Down the hatch.